What's up, everyone? So today I'm taking you guys with me on my weekly or restart routine. First I start by opening the windows, letting some fresh air in, and then I go ahead and start up a candle. Don't forget, y'all gotta cut off that chunky part from the last burn, because if not, it's gonna pop and burn black, and you don't want the candle to do that. But yeah, in this case, you could start up your wax melters, whatever you use to purify, like not purify, but put scent in the air. Go ahead and do that. I like to do that while I clean. I don't know. It just makes me feel like I have new air by the time I'm done, kind of. No, but I was in class while I was doing this. But, I mean, hey, I'd be cleaning anyways, regardless. So, this is me just tossing out, like, dirty laundry. I'm leaving the clean stuff that I use to shower. And, yeah, tossing out the ones that are, like, you know, they need a little freshen up. But, yeah, so this is me. And then that headband, it had makeup on it. So, I was like, you know, it had to go. Everything must be cleaned. That's the whole point of the restart. But yeah, and I was also cleaning the walls a little bit because I noticed there was like little manchitas that the spray could get rid of. You already know I was using the awesome spray. But no, yeah, that shit even gets rid of that. Like, bruh, any makeup stains, you know how like sometimes you're doing your makeup and you're grabbing the sponge and it leaves like brown marks, and you hold the door and it's white and boom, it's stained. No, yeah, that helps. And now I'm gonna take you guys with me redoing my bed. I know it looks like it's done. I'm not a messy sleeper unless it's like winter or something when it's hella cold. But normally I just be like slipping in and knocking out. But basically, at least once a week, because I know, like, you know, you have work and like school and stuff, and like you run in and out of the house, and nobody really has the time to do their bed, like, you know, fully every day. Like, I don't know. Like in terms of like the comforter and shit, because that's a lot of work. So yeah, I like to sleep with that blanket, and I just throw that on for the week, and then the comforter, like, I ain't gonna lie, second day it's out. Like, but hey, we do it for decorative reasons. I'm doing it for the video, so fuck it. But basically, yeah, since I like to do that, I don't really like use my under sheets. So once in a while, I know like dust gets under there, you know, regardless of whatever you're doing. I don't know, like dust is gonna sneak in there, and crumbs, and like, you know, whatever snacks you've been eating. Who knows what be happening down there. But basically, yeah, I like to dust that off and like, you know, just shake off my blankets a bit, get all that dust out of it, and like reorganize everything just to give it a clean look. Like, shit, you gotta do your bed at least once a week. Shit, I don't know, I like to organize it, but at least like twice a week I like to make it look all cute and stuff, you know, so I can feel like my room is all put together. But yeah, so I go ahead and put my little blankets on the head part just to give it a little bit more cushion. And it's also an easier way to sneak it out, and it's not just laying on top of my bed. Normally I do lay it on top of my bed because I be lazy, but like, you feel me, for the purpose of it looking cute, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I got my comforter. This one is honestly, I got caught. No, but that's my Bethany Moda comforter. Don't play. It's cute. I still have it to this day. She's the one that really made me want to do this shit. Anyways, so I mean, in a more vulgar way, I guess. But I also wanted to go ahead and clean my closet. I like to do this at least once a week, like I said, because there's clothes that ends up like sneaking in there. As you can see, like that pile of clothes right there, that snuck in there, and like, bruh, I was wondering where all that clothes went, and it was in my basket the whole time. But yeah, basically I go ahead and reorganize all my stuff accordingly to, like, you know, how I feel like it should be organized. Like, that's hella dirty. I had to clean that, and it's been waiting in my closet for me to clean it, and how am I gonna clean it if it's in there? No, yeah. But then I go ahead and organize my heels and shit, like just redo everything. And then boom, this is everything reorganized. I even reorganized my art cart because that shit was looking like a mess, and I was kind of embarrassed recording that. But anyways, also once a week I like to reorganize my bags, you know, because there's some stuff that ends up like being misplaced over time, and I'm like, damn, that's where that's been, like, you know. So I go ahead and clean out my school backpack, and I just like, yeah, like all that stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna use that this weekend probably. So I'm gonna put that in my purse, and then I go ahead and put my lab coat, because dude, I forgot it this week and I needed it. But no, yeah, I go ahead and put that in my bag, and then like I just let the school stuff be the school stuff. I put that in the closet because it's the weekend now. Like, I don't gotta look at that no more. But yeah, and then I also clean out my gym bag because there's also like random stuff that just pop up in there, and like there's also trash and stuff, like receipts. And yeah, so there was like a random magnet and like a little receipt I had to throw away. But yeah, and I go ahead and hang those up, and then I also empty that bag out. There was hella, like, I'm telling you, each bag is gonna have something sneaking. But now I go ahead and dust my room once I'm done organizing my bags. And yeah, you can see how everything looks really polished, really clean once I dust. I also gotta dust the rest of the house right now, actually. But now I'm gonna take out the trash and take out the laundry, and boom, that's basically my like room being all clean and stuff. That's my weekly reset with my room, because that's like the one place you do chill at. And if it's not clean and organized, like, what are you doing? You know, you just feel stressed out. I also went ahead and updated my calendar with upcoming events and stuff I have to do, as well as upcoming things that I should be aware of and dates. I also like to do a to-do list on my notes. I like to keep goals and, like, you know, things I actually have to do in mind, and I consistently like to update it just to make sure I'm getting things done in my life in general. What's up, y'all? So that is pretty much it for the video. I am not gonna lie. My room is clean. My shit is updated. I basically know what I'm gonna be up to for the next month and more, a little bit more. But I mean, obviously you update like every week, so it didn't really matter. Other than that, like, I'm basically chilling. I just take care of my own business on a daily basis, and, like, you know, anything else that's like unexpected is just unexpected. You gotta deal with it like a real soldier for life. That was just my weekly restart, as in like life routine wise. This is how I like to keep track of my routine and like what I got going on. If I don't update myself, I tend to like lose track of like my goals and what I have going on and what I should do and what I should be doing, you know. Like, doing this, especially because I have a lot going on right now, so I like to keep track of like my life in general. Like today, it's like April, I already signed up for my next classes for fall. Probably trying to charge me $800. I mean, that's still not a lot, but hey. No, yeah. So basically, yeah, I like to keep like real good track of everything, so that way later on I'm not stressing, because I've been in those situations where I wait till last minute, or where I'm like, nah, it's not important, and then like an opportunity is missed, you know, or like, you know, or like you just end up with the scraps, and like you don't want that. You don't want to be that person, you know. Being lazy is cool if your shit's done and taken care of. If not, then you shouldn't be chilling, really. No, but with that also, like in terms of school and work, I'm at work right now, so like really I don't stop working. That's just like a non-stop thing. But I feel like I'm on top of my shit, so I don't really think it's that big of a topic. Also, being on track with my schoolwork. I don't have any homework until Monday, so I'm basically chilling the rest of the weekend, and I get to do whatever and work however for the rest of the weekend. Yeah, that's just like a weekend, like, you know, that's my week restart, because now I'm chilling for this week, ready for next week. Everything's clean for the rest of the week until next week, you know. Everything is updated till further notice. And yeah, now you're just relaxing the vibes. Except I do gotta go dust right now, but yeah. I'll see y'all later.